Hey guys, I'm Shubhankar. Today I'm going to be talking about the patch that I sent to the Linux kernel as part of my final project of PSUIO Slot 6. The name of the course is Linux Deep Dive, currently headed by BK Karthik. Let's start by understanding what a patch is. A patch is basically a text file consisting of list of differences from the original code so as to fix a certain set of warnings or errors. There are various kinds of warnings, errors or errors present. However, we are going to restrict our discussion to fixing only coding style errors. Before going into the coding style errors, let us understand what is coding style. It is basically a set of rules or guidelines used when writing the source code for a computer program. The reason we need a coding style is to maintain consistency in code and easy maintenance. This is because to make sure that anyone can understand and modify the source code. Here is the Linux kernel coding style. Here they have specified indentation, breaking long line strings. There are various kinds of various kinds of clauses that they have mentioned inside the coding style. One such clause is the commenting part. In the commenting part, they have given the preferred way of commenting. Since all these files are written in C language, we know that multi-line comment starts with a slash star and ends with a star slash. However, the Linux kernel coding style mentions that each line inside the multi-line comment block should start with a star, and this is what my patch is going to be about. Let's open my here. Here you can see this is the patch that I sent. Okay, so now arises one question, that how do we exactly detect coding style errors? Coding style errors are detected by a Perl script called checkpatch.pl, which is present in the scripts folder of Linux source code. It is used to verify if the program follows the Linux coding style or not. If it doesn't, then it gives the warning saying this is the coding style error which is not being followed and we have to fix it. One such is the indentation. Here you can see fixing indentation of multi-line comment. This is what my patch is about. Here we use, this is basically the commit message, and this is the commit description. Here it says all comment lines inside the comment block have been aligned. Every line of a comment starts with a star. Now why have we done here? As we've seen previously here, that all lines inside the comment should start with a star. So this is what my patch is, and here you can see the minus indicates the lines that we have removed, and plus indicates the lines we have added instead of the erased lines. So here you can see that inside the comment block, here I've added star as well as aligned them all and one below the other. So this is what my patch is. You can see here as well as here. These are the removed lines. These are the lines that I've added here, here as well. Here. Once we make changes to the existing file, we save the file, and then what we do is, here I'll show it to you. We do git add the file name. Here the file name which here is, let's see, the file name is root.c. Root.c is present in the net IPv4 directory. This is the directory in which I've sent the patch. Root.c is the file on which I've worked on. So here, since my file name is root.c, I'll do git add root.c. After doing that, after executing this, we'll do git commit -sv. So this opens another tab in which we have to write our commit message and commit description. Here this fix indentation of multi-line comment, this is our commit message, and this is the commit description. After executing this, we'll do git format patch -1. Basically the last file that we've edited, give the patch file of this. So this will give us a dot patch file. A dot patch file is basically a text file which gives a detailed information about the changes that we have made to the existing source code of the program. In our case, it is root.c. So here you can see that the patch file contains the difference, it total insertions, deletions, one file changed. It gives a detailed report of what changes we have done. After doing this, we need to mail it to some people. Now, who are these people? They are called the maintainers. That is, here I've mailed, you can see here, maintainers of this net IPv4 root.c, this file. These people are the maintainers. So I mailed it to them. Another thing is, since most of us are accustomed to using Gmail for sending mails. However, one important thing that we need to remember is while sending kernel patches, we cannot use Gmail. Primarily because Gmail removes a tab space. Here you can see the tab space and adds a single space. This makes a lot of difference while sending patches because here we are completely changing the source code without even telling the compiler about it. And another one more change what Gmail does is while sending a mail is after 78 characters it wraps up the text in the CRLF coding style, which is not needed, which causes differences in the original file, which is not needed. Hence we need to work on a command line mail client. Few examples of command line mail client are, we have Neomut, or we have git send email. And if you want a GUI based mail, then we have something called as Thunderbird. There are other mail clients as well, you can search it. So here, this is the file, this is the patch. After formatting your mail client, you send them the mail along with the patch file and to the respective maintainers. And this is what, once you send it, this is what the patch looks like. And I'll be adding the links of the coding style as well as the patch that I've discussed about in the description. If you have any doubts, kindly let me know. So thank you.